Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Break. This Monday, we want to spend a little bit of time talking about staging. Staging your house to sell. Or staging a room if you just want to live in it. Either way, there's a benefit.
Either one works.
Staging is obviously super important. It's what we do every day. We get phone calls all day long to book appointments, to ask our opinion about staging, and we do give it. So you guys can call us, and we will still give you all of our opinions and all of our ideas. But it's such a huge benefit whenever you're listing a property to stage it.
It is. It's huge, and I think that people sometimes don't understand the importance of staging, and that's where we come in to really help kind of drive home the importance of having that, especially when there is such a competitive market.
Oh yeah, this market is insane. You all know it. We don't have to tell you that. Houses are flying, but staging is still relevant. It is still so important to stage your property. I mean, houses that are staged do sell for an average of 5% higher than the asking price. So that's already, enough to stage. You wouldn't even pay that in the cost of staging for the cost of the property. So that's one benefit already. But in a competitive market, it makes the property that much more competitive. I mean, and who doesn't want to be competitive?
Exactly.
That's the cost.
You want to win.
But yeah, we have to win. That's it. But that is exactly what staging does. It makes the property stand out. It allows that potential buyer to come into the property and leave remembering the property. If you don't stage a property, this is what I find, right, everybody? If you don't stage a property, the potential buyer will leave the property and forget about that property because the next property they're going to in their rounds is staged. It happens every time.
Every time.
Honestly, it's crazy. I'll get a phone call from real estate agent and she'll be like, oh yeah, we saw 4 houses today with a potential buyer and they selected the staged property. Or out of the 4 properties we saw, 2 of them were staged and they're going with one of the staged ones. It happens every time. Every time.
Well, I think too, not everyone can visualize a space.
Yes.
We can. That's what we do.
Yes.
And we love that. But it's not easy for everyone, right? You can't always go into a blank space and imagine your things there. So I think it's really important to make a room or an entire property kind of help the buyer, the potential buyer, imagine their items in that space. Because they're not walking in to buy the couch, but they're walking in and they're saying, I love how this is laid out. I can imagine my things in this space.
Yes, the orientation of the couch, where the TV goes. And people do buy our staging too sometimes. Just throwing it out there. It is an option.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, so we do have stuff we can sell. But no, that is it. They're not there to buy the furniture. They just want to see how to rearrange or to arrange the property. And that's what we do. And I think we do a pretty good job.
I think we do.
Yeah, we try.
And we don't always have to bring our own items in.
Yes,
we've
good
staged
point.
a lot of properties with existing items.
Yes.
So people may just not know what to do with the things in their home, and it's our job to come in and tell them things that might need to be moved out of the way.
Yes,
and
consults, staging consults.
Yes, you want to keep it simple. You want the buyer to come in again and imagine their items in the space and not your items.
And if you want some tips, personal items, gone. If it has a name on it, take it down. You don't need that. That you want people to imagine that they're buying the property that they're going to be buying. Wait. You want the people that are going to be buying the property to be able to envision themselves there. And if you have your family name scattered all through the home, it's not going to work. Family photos, take those down too. You don't need those. And you really just want to kind of make sure your furniture is arranged in such a way that it's not, again, from the last video, pushed against walls, and that it really showcases the space the best possible way that it can by kind of compartmentalizing rooms and creating designated areas for things and really removing all the clutter. That's huge too.
It's huge. Clutter is a huge turn off to people when they enter home. It's funny, I saw my parents last weekend and they're thinking of maybe buying, kind of toying with the idea.
Okay.
My dad says to me, I've been looking at all these photos online and I see these houses and they look terrible. They have junk all over.
Yeah.
And I immediately go on to the next house. He's no longer interested in that home, even though he's never stepped foot in the house.
Yes.
But he looked at a photo
Yes.
and he saw someone else's clutter.
Yeah.
And he's immediately moved on. So that could be a potential buyer.
Yeah,
Gone.
absolutely. And sellers have lived in their homes for 5, 10, 15, 30 years and they don't even see it anymore. So that's why the consults
Right.
are so important, because it's a fresh set of eyes thinking about the potential buyer and really showcasing the property for them. Last tip, I just have to say it. Quick Shine. I just have to do it. Quick Shine is our favorite
Quick
go-to.
Shine is amazing.
Oh my God. Just buy it. Target, Walmart,
You'll
Amazon.
thank us later.
Yeah, you'll thank us. Anytime you, right before photos, right before open house, right before showing, throw that stuff on the floor, dry mop it up, and floors come to life. It's awesome, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like magic.
So, staging. It's important, even in a seller's market. You definitely want to at least entertain the idea of staging. And whenever you do, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. It's not as intimidating as it might
It's
seem.
not at all.
We can break it down for you, and you'll thank us. I promise.
Talk to you guys soon.